Okay, welcome to season 2, episode 2, and I'm delighted to be joined today by new striker Luke Hopper. Luke, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. How are you?
So, early days at the club. Been in for your first session. How was that, sort of meeting up with the rest of the team?
I wasn't actually there.
Oh, okay.
I was on holiday. I was on holiday with the family, so I missed that. So I'm looking forward to getting in next Tuesday for the first time to obviously meet everyone. So I missed the first one, unfortunately.
Holidays are far much more important anyway, and taking them now, I think that's what would annoy the fans more. Is when it's sort of those late September holidays that kick in and you're like, well, where's someone gone for 2 weeks?
Yeah, no, trying to always get them in June, and then, like you say, it doesn't kind of interfere with the season.
So how did the transfer come around? Obviously, we spoke to Danny just at the weekend, and he said that he's obviously been a long time admirer of yourself, and obviously tried to have discussions at various points.
Yeah, we've kind of, like I say, had brief chats like previously, but it's not worked out for one reason or another. Whether it be like kind of your end or my end, and then it kind of come about through. We sort of always said we'll kind of touch base at the end of the season. And see where we were at, and I spoke to Riggy, who I know really well, and then from then I then spoke to Danny and had a good couple of chats and a chat over Zoom, and then I went and met him, and yeah, it went really well, and yeah, here we are.
So we always had Sam Till to thank for getting Riggy, and have we now got Riggy to thank for sort of clawing you into the club?
I think so. Yeah, I think Agent Rig can give a bit of credit on this one.
So was it at Chippenham you played with Riggy? Was it that at the time?
Yeah, I was at at Chippenham with Riggy. That's where we become quite close from that.
Okay, so you've joined us from Yate. Was it a fairly successful season last season? Do you feel with Yate? Obviously, not for yourself. Yeah. I know you were injured to start with, but
it was a good season, to be fair. Like we done well in the FA Cup. We probably overachieved last year. We had a great group of lads, great management, and then just unfortunately, the managers left, and then a lot of the players left, and it happens in non-league, and it's really common. And but no, definitely really enjoyed last season, very much so. Got kind of like the love back for the game last year, for sure.
Oh, fantastic. And I say the goals were coming in as well, so that's always good to see.
No, obviously, like I said, I had that little injury at the start of the season, which was actually against Fulham in preseason, when I got injured. And then once I come back from that, it was good. I was scoring and playing well, and it was good.
And a trophy last season, walking away with the Gloucester FA Challenge Cup. It's always nice to win something. I think it was Yate's
of course.
First time to win that in 12 years. So
one to add to the trophy cabinet.
So Luke, one of the things that our fans quite like to hear about is how your career started out. Obviously in your 30s now, but going back to sort of like when you started out sort of in the teens, where did it all begin for you really?
So I started playing for Devizes, which is where I live now and where I'm from. Started playing for them when I was 8 or 9. My dad and two of my really good friends' dads pretty much kind of got Devizes youth up and running, and then kind of just played for them growing up. My dad was always my manager, and then kind of in and around sort of 16 was when sort of started going off and playing like for sort of other teams and that. And I went to Cirencester Academy from school, went and lived there and played there, and then that was when I signed for Swindon youth from Cirencester Academy when I was 16, 17, something like that. And then that was a kind of the early part of it.
Did you enjoy that academy experience? Obviously, we've talked to some of the other players, and they found it kind of either really testing or really enjoyed it. How was your experience?
It was strange. It was I did really enjoy it, and there was definitely things from there that really helped me. It was also frustrating, really, because how it's ran now to how it was run then is so different. And the things that I didn't know back then and we didn't get back then that people get now in terms of outside of football and kind of like the things you can do off the pitch to help you on the pitch. And it was very much like just turn up, train, go home, and there was nothing else to it. Whereas obviously if I knew what I know now back then, I think everyone, I think it would have been different.
And so then obviously that point then of sort of signing for Swindon and then sort of coming out of that system, like a lot of the players sort of then looking towards sort of non-league as the sort of starting point for your career, which obviously has been pretty successful in the non-league levels as we sort of go through. So obviously you play for Chippenham, for Swindon, Supermarine, Hungerford, Gloucester, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And then obviously coming through again, but ending up back at Yate. Is there any sort of been real key moments or highlights that you sort of look back on in that time so far?
Yeah, Gloucester was definitely, I would say, probably my favourite, one of my favourite seasons, for sure. That was really good. I really enjoyed that year. Some good spells at Swindon Supermarine as well. Really enjoyed that. To be fair, I had some great everywhere I've been. I've had some really enjoyable times, to be honest. Probably Chippenham didn't work out the most. From I've had a couple of spells there, and I'd say that's probably been my kind of club where it's not worked out for one reason or another. So that would probably be my least successful team. But everyone else was good.
I was going to say, because I'm sure you've got a lot of happy fans all over because you score goals. So that's what matters. Even sort of when Danny was talking about having that sort of 1 in 3 at sort of National League level as well, it's very impressive. And obviously that's what he's looking forward to in you signing up. What do you feel like the fans are going to be getting in signing Luke Hopper? What are they to expect?
Yeah, goals hopefully, and hopefully lots of them. I just kind of the same as all the other players. Really, just give everything you have, kind of thing, every game, and like I say, just work as hard as you can for the team. And if it's not goals that you're bringing to the game, it's assists or just work rate or just helping another teammate or whatever it may be. But just like you say, maximum effort every game. Sure.
And is there any trademark celebrations that we should be wary of or looking out for? It's something that obviously I try and encourage because the fans love it. And
but I'm open to some new ones if people want to give me some inspiration.
So if we get a Twitter poll going or something like that and saying what can Luke do?
Yeah. I'm happy to trial some new ones.
You might regret some of this. No. So I think it's last season obviously was a good season for Froome on the pitch in terms of like the way that we played, the attendance and that. But obviously we came up just a little bit short when we got to the sort of playoff territory. Were you following that at all? Was it on your radar or was
for sure. I was definitely. I was keeping an eye on it, and like I say, I was speaking to Riggy and stuff, and I know a few of the other boys and whatever, and it's a lot of it's all on social media and stuff now, so I always keep an eye on that sort of thing. And it was just disappointing, obviously for the guys at the end of the season, especially with really they were probably more deserving of a lot more. Like I said, it was an unbelievable run from Plymouth, which is probably wouldn't happen again, from what what I've obviously seen and heard and stuff like that. So hopefully, I think it's just about kind of almost replicating what they've done last season with just a couple of little tweaks, and hopefully would have learned from any little mistakes and stuff from last year and build on it.
So off the field, what is it that you do off the field as a profession?
I've got my own gym in Devizes with a business partner, and I just do personal training from that gym as well. Just the main thing is running the gym though, which I'm in the office at the moment, so I'm hoping no one walks in.
So you're in good company with the likes of sort of JD and Riggy and people like that. It's You'd be challenging each other off the pitch and on the pitch.
Yeah, lots in common, and obviously with Riggy just kind of hopefully opening his gym in the next couple of weeks. You know, we've been able to like bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. So it's helped.
And obviously another player that you know coming into the squad, Jamie Adams. Is it nice to have someone that's coming at the same time from the same club as
Yeah,
you?
especially someone like him. He's much better to have on your team than not on your team for sure. Yeah, he played really well last year for Yate, and he was just sort of sat in front of the back four, and yeah, he's really good at what he does, and he's a leader for sure, and he'll definitely, or I'd like to think he'd definitely add to the already good squad that Froome have.
So Luke, just sort of like coming to the end, and you just think, is this the kind of where you see yourself for the next couple of years? Is it kind of the sort of final place in your mind to think, oh, good to go, or is it, oh, no, I'm fit enough, I could go on till 40 or?
Yeah. I'll play as long as I can. I think, you know, as long as you're kind of doing yourself justice and the club justice and stuff, and yeah, I'll go on as long as it's not like for me, like I want to hopefully find a team, and I've wanted to find that team for the last few years where I can literally like play for like 2, 3, 4 seasons, rather than having to, because it just seems to be that I've joined somewhere and the manager's got sacked, or the manager's left and gone to another team, and it's been a lot of like unrest through one reason or another. Obviously, you've had 2 seasons of where the seasons have ended due to obviously coronavirus, and then, you know, before that it was like managers getting sacked or leaving, and then the managers left Yate. So hopefully, like coming here, I know obviously how well of a good job Danny's done, and how good the group is, and how good the club is, that, you know, you can hopefully try and build on like 1 and 2, 3 seasons, and hopefully find a place that you can kind of, you know, be at for a longer period.
Well, hopefully we got a little bit of good news for you there, because obviously Danny's, we pushed out a stat the other day that Danny's our 3rd longest ever serving manager going into 4 seasons, and he's got another few seasons to go yet to take that. So yeah, we'll try and lock him down to another sort of like 5-year deal or something silly, but yeah, means nothing in non-league. And but yeah, and see where he'd go. But yeah, I think unless something drastically goes wrong, I'm sure Danny's safe for a good little while. Yeah. Unless he gets snatched, that is.
Yeah.
Well, Luke, it's been lovely to catch up with you, and I'm sure all the fans will join me in welcoming you into the club. Really looking forward to this sort of pre-season. Is there any of the games that you're looking forward to there? Obviously, like with Western or with Southampton B coming, is it anything that's sort of standing out, or is it just kind of like, no, bring on the season?
Yeah, I mean, all the preseason friendlies are kind of pretty similar, aren't they? It's just kind of getting out, you know, what you can from them, and making sure you're kind of ready for the first game of the season, to be honest. Yeah, we got Salisbury, which is I think next Saturday, the 2nd, is it? Mm-hmm. Which is an old team of mine, so I see a few of the boys I played with there before. So that would be quite good. It'd just be good to get back playing and stuff, and then obviously start to kind of build a bit of a relationship on the pitch with the players, and kind of find out, you know, their strengths and everything like that, and how I like to play and how they like to play, and yeah, so just looking forward to all of it, to be honest.
Lovely. Well, thank you for your time today, Luke. We'll wish you all the best for the season, and we'll definitely catch up during the season as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much.